Oops, I apologize. I left it in by accident. You did tell me it was Creative Commons stuff. Just accidentally let on the filter. Hey there everyone, how you all doing? There we go. Fading out the music. Starting soon out. Oh, what? I tested it. It worked a minute ago. Game. Or OBS, I guess. Give me a moment. That one, please. Come on. There you go. Oh. It's a little loud. There. So how you all doing? I'm going into this game not totally blind, but mostly blind. I seen some people play it a couple years ago, I think, but I don't remember much. Have a good snack. I know the premise and I know it's played with card and like story moments and stuff. So let's get to it. Wake up. Games deals with mature subject. May not be suitable for all players. Okay. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. That's bad. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There is something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches as your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing, shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. I attempt to climb out. You try to stand up, but one of your legs falls uselessly beneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you out the door. Through it you see the deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of fire around you. Glow season. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? The creature howls and lunges, its jaw open. For stream. The end. You are born on the stratospheric Earth's first colony ship, halfway through in its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which makes fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely choose to make this one-way journey to an uncharted planet, Vertumna 4, in the hope of they could escape Earth's troubles. They head you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merge their cultures and traditions. They name you. Let's just go with Rixton. Yeah, you didn't need to spend the 10 million snack. Study. Ooh. 100 Janus towards male, and they them is fine. It me, I guess. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Yep. Oh, this is a late teen appearance. Can be changed at any time, too. So that's nice. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, strange animals. You wonder if that's what Verdumna will be like. Like you if you were a teenage exocolonist, exactly. Every child on the stratosphere is given one genetic enchantment. By age 6, you see the first signs of yours. Okay. So we can be perceptive, agile, smart, strong, or this is probably like empathy and persuasive and stuff. Like this is mind stuff. This is difficult actually. What are these sliders? Stress, rebellion. Oh, so either on their side or against them. Interesting. I'm at 50-50 right now. Memories. I kinda like the weird extra fingers thing. Yeah, human simulator. I know there are lots of cute critters in it. Do we wanna go for the let's find cute critters route? Because I know that's a thing. Because in that case, I kinda want... I think extra fingers sounds cool. Might just be the weirdo with all the thingies. We're gonna be very good with combat and animals. See, the animals is like a skill that you can have. Yeah, sure. You heard that long ago having a 6-finger would have been something you'd hide or even remove. But Auntie Seeden says some of the best musicians... Oh, it's a creativity thing. Back on Earth have the gene for extra fingers, just like you. Okay. Well... we might become a musician then. You're also very good at making plans, which you do with your friend. The best piano player, indeed. So we yeah, this is Anemone. This is, I think, who we saw in our flash forward? Oh, you can't see all the skills from me. One sec. There we go. So, as I was saying, as you can see, animals is a skill that you can just have. Tough and gentle Call, this guy. Bold and confident Mards, quiet and adventurous this. The studious and mature Tangent, or the shy and sweet Tammy. These two aren't here right now, apparently. Who looks the friendliest? Or who we wanna go be friends with? At the start. I am feeling Anemone just because we saw her in the flashback or flash forward, I guess. So I'm going to go with her. Oh, we actually get to see the things. Person Elta's best new favorite memory is that she taught how to play zero-G sports ball. Never means to get into trouble, but somehow always seem... Well, we can take a look at everyone. About Carl, sweetheart, with 4 power, but no other things. Ready to lend you a hand or play a game. Tammy are just inseparable. Sounds like you have 2 best friends. Want to take a look at custom plans? Okay. What about Mars? Natural leader, minus some kudos, but big card. Mars is the one who comes up with all the ideas. She can be a little bossy. She always organizes fun stuff. Both founding members of the Secret Funtime Club. And this is secret. Unlike his twin sister Tangent, this sits back at the classroom and doodles with his holoplem. You boned while cracking jokes about the weird diagrams. In your textbook, his quiet nature and morbid curiosity makes it somewhat a loner. What about these people? Tangent. Projector always her hand. She and the twin of this stuff fell apart when she started genome treatment to make a comfort to her gender. Tang is the girl you always know she was, but her relationship is worse than ever. Or Tammy. Kindest person. Idolizes Outsident and always following her around, happy with babies and learning how to cook. Best snacks class recess, always shares. In color, just disclose. You know what? Yeah, let's go with Anemone. Anemone. Yeah, sure. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hall says it's like a doorway to another star system with the planet Vertumna 4 is on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble, then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry together near the escape pods, just in case. Oh, we are stressing about it. The emergence area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Rixton, your dad shoots. We'll be through the wormhole and down the planet before you know it. Just like we've practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency light switches on the siren to sound somewhat distant in the ship. You try to be slowly like you were told, but you're very scared. You look out the porthole. The stars are gone. When you are frightened, you either put on a rough phrase, get in touch with our emotion, or think of a game. We are kind of creative, empathic, tough, and have some combat. So let's put on a tough face. We are tough. Sometimes you pretend to be around confident, so the people around you are less scared. You look over to your classmate Tang and realize she's doing the same thing. She gives you a hard smile. You return it and keep focusing on your breathing. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything gets very weird. The hallway stretches, and you are stretching too, your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon, contracting down the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant ominous squeal of metal giving away as the ship shudders and lodges in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of déjà vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, you know, somehow, that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. Also, we should have been, like, having a belt on or something? Like, this is dangerous. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow, all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Teal fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs you by hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Instantly you can feel the ship shaking stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling sleep, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tone and automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts your head, you realize something seems different about the room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something's definitely different. Sunlight? Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the window. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside, on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Yeah, we are rushing outside. We are a rusher. Yeah. Stratocolony. Oh, Tem jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better see your dad. She points towards something. It's towards some geodesic domes. To click? Yeah. So what's up? You slept for so long after you bumped your head. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over the geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed. It's scary outside. Okay. Let's look around. Low throbbing noise comes from the engine room that provides power for the colony. Records list of teaching labs in the med bay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the wings is off limits for children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you and nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Lixton. Not yet. A small team led by Security Chief Rat was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Sports ball! Here on Vertuma, the garrison has expanded fast. They are building a huge wall around the colony, have an outdoor firing range, and a big covert dojo. The best of all, a regulation-sized sport ball court. Heck yeah, sports ball. Oh, hey, Dad. Rixton, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might be asleep the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly worried about you, but covers with jokes and smiles. You love your dad. We love our dad. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You never seen stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings and big walls around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geosthetic greenhouses pass aside, dotting their way uphill. It's beautiful. I'm glad you agree. Your mother and I, we've been waiting a long time to see grass and trees again, even if they are purple. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from the statue and hands it to you. Don't you know what day it is? You honestly don't. You remind him you've been asleep in a med bay. Happy birthday! Wrapping you in a birthday hug. Oh, we can tell them that we know what's in there. You stare hard at the wrap package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion shaped with sun that your dad made by hand. I'm going to tell them that I know what it is. And 6 attends your package. Oh, you're in the surprise. Was it Zeke? I bet it was Zeke. They hate fun. Don't tell them I said that. I start to explain that nobody told you, but someone shouts at your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Rixton, but I have to get back to work. It was an accident and we landed, and don't worry, we are going to fix it, your mother and I. We can study humanities and then in engineering. Professor Hall is expecting you in classes. If you're feeling up to it. Engineering wing. Or you can relax in the quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful birthday, Rixton. I love you. Love you too, Dad. Enter buildings. Right beside it. Then choose an activity for the month to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months in a year. 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus a few things. Okay. That's a little scary. Time is not infinite. Command. When Volrens, everyone past seem to be hurrying off to something important. End of the hall base supply depot, which works as both requisition office and general store. Behind it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth are being gradually unpacked and distributed. Colonish food shortfall, minus 100%. Security rating evaluating. Upcoming event will be hosting a first annual Vertumna festival during the second month of dust. Take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Cell phone have been sighted in the area. These are all the people. Very good. Okay. I'll save just in case. Yeah, we are planning to do that, though we are a 10-year-old child. I don't know if we can do that yet. Well, hello. You see this on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate to the wall south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed to pass the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need the walls? You stare at the gate and have suddenly a rush of memory so strong you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous, dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've half remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ships being destroyed, of shifting through wreckages that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking your dream dream, this whispers, I think there are monsters out there. Hey there, David. Thank you. Doing alright. We're just starting out this game, going in half-ish blind-ish. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You know what? I believe you. I think there are monsters out there. No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. Nobody believes me. They are huge and wriggly and dangerous. Oh, he thought we are making fun of him. I didn't mean to do that. You're as bad as Mards. No, I meant it. I'm sorry. No. Becoming a carnivore. I'm sorry, Dis. I didn't mean to fake fun of you. I think you're cute. Doing okay. We are just chilling for now. Trying to figure this game out. I know there are cards involved, but we haven't seen any yet. This is our deck, I think. So we don't actually know how the game works yet. Hey, Rixton! Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports bike around with her foot, making the patterns of the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold. It's still neat and you can make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You feel grounded near her. What are you making? The snow spirals, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow pal. Which game do I play mostly? I play a lot of chill games, card games, a lot of, we have had a a playthrough of Beastie Ball, and we have almost finished. What is it called? Sorry, I am blanking. Cassette Beast not long ago. I played a lot of like deck builders, like Slay the Spire and the like. Stuff like that. Just whatever comes to my fancy. Earlier, me and Carl made a big snow pile. You missed it while you were sleeping in a med bay. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would say they were monsters, right? Even if there were monsters, Chef Rat would beat them all up, so don't worry. My mom says we are safer here than we were in space. We both look over the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. And when his mom, Aunt Sedent, is probably right about that. Not what the wormhole did to your ship. Why aren't you in school? School. Wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm gonna be late for humanities. It's okay. Professor Hall is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. Hey, race you! No fair, she's getting a head start. Okay, let's go do humanities. We get stressed if we do so. A low throbbing noise coming from the engine room that provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to teaching labs, med bay. Okay, pick an activity to do for this month. We can study life sciences, we can get biology, reasoning, friendship with Tangent, and some stress. What is my stream schedule? That's a good question. Because of how my life right now, I usually start streaming at this hour, like half an hour before, but not every day. I try to do like every second or third day, but sometimes life just comes up and I miss a week or so. You know how it is. But I always do like send out like messages about it in like social media. I have Mastodon and Blue Sky, and in some Discord channels and stuff. Creating preservation, friendship with Tangent. Let's try to do creativity. We are already like a little creative. Having 1 point in it would be nice. Oh, glad to hear. Thank you. Welcome, Rixton. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities, history, literature, language, media, and philosophy. Sure. If I find you, I follow you back. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seems to be excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register to Congruent Scheduling System when you have the chance. She'll be happy to teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one. Because I was up late preparing on Jessup Terminal, I could use a map. I'd like to do essay on what Fortuna Colony means to you. So we're writing an essay. We can just doodle, which seems not what the thing is. I don't feel safe. I have flash forwards about monsters. My friends are all here. And I don't think we are all about like democracy. I think I just say my friends are here. Right with all your butts and the fun thing you do together. When Hal wakes from his nap, he asks if you doesn't read the essays. Mart is annoyed that you hardly mentioned her. Oof. Well, you aren't really friends. Oh, cards. When you go to class, you play a quick card challenges as the month passes. Move a cards to fill 5 panels to make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters. Your total circle on the right reaches the goal value, we win. Okay, depending on what card the challenges can't be won, but you still get a reward for doing your best. Bonus for flushes, the same colors. Bonus for pairs with the same things for the same number. Bonus for straights. Okay, we are making what you call it? Poker hands, okay. The more cards you flush the player straights, the higher bonus of the total. Cards can also affect each other. Okay. Can be rearranged to find the best total score. Well. Oh, I see. We get +1. This would be a 9 hand, but we get +1 from our medallion, so it's 10. Yeah, this seems to be the best hand we can make. We can switch these two and these two, but it's just gonna be the same thing. Your skills increase when you work or to go to school with extra skills if you win the challenge. And kudos bonus if you make the higher score hand with your hand. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month to relax with the quarter's wing. Okay. +1 from the best score, okay. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. There seems to be something more than that. You got that my follow? I think so. I'll take a look at it after stream. Such a change from growing up in the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for the night before going to bed. Though you can tell they are exhausted. They make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry. Your dad says your mom watches you as she also loves us. How you been holding up? I learned some cool stuff. I'm glad to hear. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. And Professor Hall will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those in the depot once it's open. You know, raising an elbow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs. Thank you. She's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree. This colony is an experiment. That means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future. If that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Red puts a head on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas how you can spend your time. And come to geoponics. We could use your help. Okay. The early quiet. The mid-quiet. Oh, this is the next month, I see. Alamy bumping the sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she shouts. Think fast. Need toughness 10 or greater. I don't think we have 10 or greater toughness. Oh, we do! Do a trick. You catch a ball with your wrist, pop it up and headbutt it to Anomane. She grins, her huge gap to the smile. Whoa, nice moves! He wants the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally to keep it going. Anomane tells you about the new sports ball court, proper regulation size court, way bigger than the little 0G1 on the stratospheric. Her brother Com is coaching the junior sports bar team. He's so great, he's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome, like him. You should come join us. Okay, that's another activity we can do. Hey Dad. Hello little potato, what have you been up to today? Playing in the fresh air. Human is magnificent, isn't it? Seasons, I miss seasons. Back on Earth it got much colder and snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark now. You just wait until dust season, both of the sun will be high in the sky and they're real hot then, you'll see. Find your mom hard at working at the greenhouse and with the small construction team crew. You've seen these plants pinned to the wall of your family's quarter for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from the earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruits. Take a swings from the canteen. Looking for something to do? Remember, Rixton, you're responsible for your own schedule now. That we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time as long as it's productive. Points at the engineering wing. Professor Haas still expecting you in class, but well-rounded education includes practical applications. You're old enough to help with the work around here. Give it another minute. Anything you want to know? Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young. Your father would be worried. There's so much to do. For now, stay inside the wall. So what are you doing here? We're doing our best. Hasn't been easy. We just hope the potatoes and the corn can handle the weather here. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. We're growing fast. But you're still young to farm. Okay. Don't put, it'll help build muscles. You need them. There, yeah. Now, what's happening in engineering? Life science and humanities. School is optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you, we need every pair of hands we can get. What can I do in the quarters? Visit the lunch, see your friends. Don't want to see you lunging around all the time. What's in the garrison? Sports ball team you used to play, didn't you? We're different here with the planet's gravity. I'm too young to defense training, so don't worry about it yet. What's going on in command? The supplies from the depot. Governor etiquette works. Shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman. Okay, bye. Hey, buddy. Nothing. Hey, girl. Hey, Rixton, come here. I have a job for you. It's so gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had a climate control. They made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going there all in this weather. Since you like running around, could you fetch them for me? Well, do we want to be friends with her? Be nice. Sure, I'll do it for you. Good, she's probably just down to here. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide and seek and make sweets. Hey girl. I'm here for Mars soy sweets. Oh, it's nice to keep out mouth. She's a very important person, you know. One of the mango soy sweets made for fresh morning. This time Mars, she can have the scarves back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Mars is so cool. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. Okay. I ate them all. Persuasion 5 or greater. We have 2 points in persuasion. Would you drink a glass of water for... I mean, yes, obviously. But I probably would do it anyway. Sure, here it is. +5 loyalty. You're such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. Opens the box, hands you some soy sweet. Your tip. Oh, and this is looking for someone to do delivery jobs. I don't want to do it because you running around there. No. Just go through here and I'll tell them I referred you. No. Don't want to do that. Back in the ship, you used to play with her, probably. She had the best doll collections. I don't like her. Yeah, me neither. Like that's. I think you are supposed to dislike her. Not this girl, the other one. You want to play doors? Sure do. +1 empathy. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls. If anything, she has even more of them now. She takes you to her quarters, brings the entire Spacey Stacy doll collection, a disturbingly realistic baby with real palm movements, and two super fancy posable dolls named Lily and Tilly, who can be programmed to move on their own. Em isn't very good at the programming, so Lily and Tilly just roll around awkwardly when you turn them on. You cover quickly by saying they must be breakdancing at the club. The two of you spend the afternoon making up stories. Cute. Okay, what shall we do? We can't really go out yet. We could work, we could learn. We could play bowls. Let's play bowls. Let's play sport bowls. That seems fun. From that we can get bravery, toughness, friendship with Anomone. Yeah, sure. Anomone meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to another excitement. My brother comes organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers a high five in greeting, then tosses a sports ball at your way. Let's start with practice game, see what you're good at. You and Anomone, team captains, pick your team. Oh, goodness. Well, you can have the two. Oh, I can choose comb. No, I cannot. Mars kombucha. Oh, I can just choose kombucha. Yeah, comb is kombucha. That seems like the mean thing to do, but also the smart thing to do, so I'm going to do it. Comb is clearly the best choice. He's 5 years older than any of you. You'll definitely win with him as you on your forward. I'm gonna choose Mars. She takes position after the struggle with eager look on her face. Well, Tammy looks cute, but I think Carl is cool. Mind if I play goalie, he asks. Sportsball is fun, but it feels mean to score goals against the other team. He's just like me, for real, for real. Alright, toughness challenge. Ooh, all strength cards under 2 becomes 2. Okay. Oh, we have to have other rounds. Story challenges have 3 rounds. After every round, you keep the cards you didn't play and unlock extra slot to play them. Losing is always a bad thing in the story challenges. Okay. Interesting. Huh. I mean, if we do... If we do this, we can have these two for the next round. That seems good. Okay. Why is it minus? Previous score subtracted from the goal. Oh, I see. There we go, super goal. We super win this. You play net stop. Com could probably run the entire field himself, but each time he gets the ball, passes it off to someone else on the team. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Com makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. The score is tied, with Anomone and Mars aggressive, keeping the ball in your zone. Kombucha manages to intercept and punt it into you. Blam! You score the match point with the red spike all the way from the net line. Play sports ball. This week you have a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. Oops, I missed one. This morning you were sure Professor Hall was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate-sized hash browns, even told Mars to watch. He didn't though. As Professor Hall walked away, his hash brown safe for the day, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall the faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet and they will someday? Anytime you try to stare someone, they think you're playing a trick or you're sick and need to go to the med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? I probably don't want people to worry. Neither about the future nor me. Your parents have so much on their minds already. You have feelings that something is happening at Geoponics that they don't want you to know. You don't understand it, but when you come to home night, they look really sad. You don't want to make that worse. You just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble. It'll be easier for everyone, yourself included. Just get the biggest Baba is you jump scare? What happened? Tangent is hunched over her hologram, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Hall wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the Colony Holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Try looking outside? Was that a joke? It's not funny, Rixton. I need to finish BO assignment so I can start the engineering lab after lunch. And then I have a physics quiz to study for. If you want help, go kick ball or something with the other kids. Then I already forgotten about you and you back to your hologram. Ah, I'm sorry. Omen is all applications and games in alphabetical order. Baba is you nearly is early on the list, so mistake send me to Baba I mentioned. Okay, that is funny. Perform an act of kindness. Can't do that. Empathy 20 or greater. Bravery 20 or greater. Oops. I'm good. Ooh, hey there, bud. Cloud is riding around the Japanese garden in his hoverboard. Board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off, catches your balance before he hits dirt. Here, Rixton, real ground is way harder to hover over than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We all have to adapt. Yeah, things are actually way better planet side. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over a small depression nearby and presents it like something amazing. Look at this. It's a skateball. Cool, can I try? Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. Take turns riding the ball, trying to get up to speed, going down on the side to come up on the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard staying on the ball without uneven gun, but it's still fun. We got the toughness from that. Cool. Okay. We have the 0 reasoning abilities. Maybe we should do some learning this month. Let's study some life sciences. Register for engineering class. Needs reasoning 5 or greater. It's most likely not gonna happen anytime soon. We have 0 out of 100 reasoning. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemist. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call wet sciences. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try register for engineering classes. Harder challenges off. Looking for more difficulty? No. Want to focus on the story? We can skip scar challenges? No. Yeah, the moist sciences, yeah. Oh, we can do the normal, quote-unquote normal stuff, I think. I think this is better. Yeah, this is 6 extra fingers. Oh yeah, we want to do yellow challenges, I guess, more. That's fine. Ooh, suddenly it's warmer. What do you want? Leave me alone. You need a break soon, yeah. I guess we do. Need toughness 20 or more. Want to study to another reasoning 20 or more. Oh, an egg! A Xeno egg. I have the red Xeno egg. What the heck? Heck yeah. It's my egg. Is it in my... It's not here. Yup. Collectibles. Drop a card on use, 1 use. No, we can't use that card. It's our eggy. It's a friend. Oh, hello. Can we talk? Hey there, kiddo! Uncle Tony blocks your way with a smile. I'm afraid the expedition is off limits for now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squad when you're older. Ooh. Bestiary. The flat cow. Oh, the float cow. Cumbersome looking creatures actually lighter than air due to helium sex. They produce salty, high-protein substance. It's a whole pie. Common a creature with 2 separate sets of eyes. 1 stroke foot under both locomotion and defense. Almost small warriors can be fierce. Manticore. High intelligent predatory. Their plumage changes according to the season. Their body composed and dangerous weapons. Do not approach. Is that the only thing? Yeah, we have seen everything. I think we just have the... Ooh. Go out there, but he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you. I can give you a present? I don't want to give you my... I guess I can give away the egg. No, I just run 20 minutes, never run the same path twice. Yeah, I guess I can give away the eggs, but I don't want to. Let's do some more humanities. It's what we are good at. We have 0 in animals still. It's annoying. And creativity, empathy, persuasion, bravery. Bravery should be nice. More. This is creativity and persuasion, but it's fine. Source of an emergency in engineering requires Hall's attention, so today cast shots by the AI congruence. Good morning. Today we are going to talk about information of the Vertuna group and our decisions to leave Earth. It's a very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about it. You know how it started, a commoning and environmental instability coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds had thrown the Earth into chaos. And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed the Vertuna group with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their star-born children, you, slid through the wormhole and end up here on a planet called Vertuna. But there is so much you don't know. This is Planktonic Ascendance von Botha-Schmidt, the spiritual leader of Vertuna movement. They were what people called a speculative friction writer. The Vertuna project proved that their writing too speculative was far from friction. Sci-fi author. Yes, their best-selling novel, Life Beyond the Einstein-Rosen Bridge, told the story of a fictional utopia on the other side of the real anomaly at the edge of the solar system. Scientists have been investigating the wormhole for years, but it took a poet to imagine we could travel through it. Von Schmidt's writing centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting via word space. I guess virtual space. Far from just a book club, these people bonded over the mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They were committed to the von Schmidt's idea of future, where everyone is treated equally without prejudice. But you realize it couldn't be done online. They realized. To they committed to social justice, the group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases and the diverse context of their real life. They realized that this was a work of generations, and solutions must look to the future, as von Schmidt did. I'm not going to nap. The image of a squat, concrete building with a rooftop garden, von Schmidt, around the edges of the classroom, the whole projector gives the impression of towering walls toppled with the razor wire, the first threat from the colony. 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that would be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from egg and sperm donors chosen by lottery and raised communally like you as the second generation of Vertumna group. Those babies were your parents. So they mix their cultures. I'm not going to say it's a cult, even though it's a little culty. As more colonies were founded, word got out about the Vertumna group's social experiment. Assimilationism was an unpopular ideology at the time, and had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. This, combined with panic of the Vertumna group, was destroying the family unit, or raising an army of genetically super soldiers, brought the colony under attack from all sides. Everyone fears, but they don't understand. Luckily, the next phase of the Vertumna project was ready to launch. 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship, to see the far-flung corner of the universe with a new human culture. The ultimate goal of the Vertumna group was you, children, a generation raised completely unburdened by troubles plagued on Earth. Isn't that lovely? So nobody on Earth was like us. The Vertumna group members have a unique culture, but it's formed from a combination of many heritages from Earth. Even the language you speak, Esperanto, was invented to bring people together. Oh, we are talking Esperanto. Interesting. And don't worry, you brought your best heritage with you. You are humans. How did they build a ship? Orbital voyages were a hobby for the ultra-rich in an earlier century, so there are several relics to be found in the museums. The difficulty was not acquiring a ship, but making it spaceworthy, and in the logistic of launch itself. The group crowdsourced enough funding to purchase and repair a ship. As for logistics, well, you're speaking to the solution right now. Also was acquired by connected group members along with genetic tech that created you and your parents. The Stratospheric was the first manned vessel to navigate the wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Given the state of Earth was left in, it might have been the last. Earth terrible. The institutions that have given people the illusion of safety were torn down. Wars were rampant, both resource-based and ideological. Large parts of Earth were rendered unhabitable by climate change, pollution, and nuclear war, especially the critical fruit-growing regions of the world. The Vertumna group weren't the only ones trying to escape Earth, but as far as we know, we are the only success. The Vertumna group. +1 for each unplayed card. Your head is so stuffed with idea it might burst. Professor Hall and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different, based on your genetic makeup or family history. It's hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbors. You wonder what it's like, everyone celebrating different holidays, eating different food, speaking different languages. Are you missing out, or are you better without it, like the original colonists believed? It's hard to say, as the decision was made for you long before you were born. All you can do is your best, Brixton can do. Okay. I mean, I think this is our best hand. And we are overflowing with stress now. You wake from an afternoon nap. You're squinting into the pink light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Then Miss Shadows follows across below. Oh, I'm sorry, Rixton. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. You wanted to open the windows. You rub your eyes belly. Ugh, you were having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. The student is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made out of cotton. Isn't that weird? You have to go tidy the crunch first, and I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? I want free candy. The cafeteria antecedent is cheerfully hung out. Oh, Rixton! With some candy spun around at the end. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. You never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not all the soy seed that the kitchen nanoprinters can make. It melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on your tongue. Candy. You wait until everyone is gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down the cotton candy in your hand. It's wilted a little from the humidity, but it's kind of like her hair, you think. Pale, pink, and so soft. You keep some to give her later. You're relaxing in your family quarters after dinner. Your mom had run off some kind of concert business. You are playing a holo game together. When you are just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from her defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down and takes your hand, holding between her two strong, dirt-greased ones. Rixton, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but... She starts, her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on her next word. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your classmate Tammy has died. Well, we are already messed up in stress, so... You try to understand her words. Tammy dead? That's not possible. Suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is a sticky, dark, red plum of hard goo. You stare at it, your mind blank. What happened? Your mom tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed by electric shock from a broken holo projector. It was just an accident. You press her for explanation. A little girl is dead, someone you'd grown up with, someone who was so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Her mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. You aren't used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble, okay, and get changed and crawl into bed, a full hour before your bedtime. You try to fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours. You eventually drift off into fitful dreams of that small, sticky red lump of cotton candy. In morning. Can be performed, stressed out. Oh, we can't even... Oh, we can run, okay. Tang is pacing around in front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened. Tammy's what happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been possible. There was no reason for that holo projector to break. Professor Hell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong before I just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so why? How? It doesn't add up. Sorry, Rixton, I want to think about some more. I hate it when I can't find the answer. Can you believe Tammy died? I heard Chief Engineer Instance tell someone about it. Tammy got shocked by a broken holo projector, the one in the creche with the dancing teddy bear, remember? When she touched it, she got chugged all the way across the room. And bam, she was dead before she even landed. Really? Looks embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she's gone. She was nice, but that's kind of a cool way to die. Enemy chucking ropes at Stratos, sending metallic lines through the colony. Stupid planet! Stupid creature! Stupid spaceship! She ends up becomes another rogue, but instead she just sows places her random kids. Stupid everything! Why'd she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. Carl is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in Greece, Tammy was always the mommy and Carl was always the daddy. Even though you were just little kids, you kind of always giggled about how obviously they were gonna be together forever, like princess and knight. I miss her too. Me too. Me really too. Tammy always liked these flowers. Sometimes I picked some for her. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up and slowly leaks out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space. Well, yeah, it's her mom's flower. It's mine. Like it's our character's mom's flowers. It's just like he doesn't want it to get into trouble, even though she would understand, right? So you're feeling blue, Rixton. Things will start to look up again soon. I'm so sorry. Mars staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice you as you come beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy. She used to sit down in the hill there, that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun, doing nothing, just being happy. I miss her too. And now she's dead? How is that for fair? Of all people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before. But of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Oh yeah, Admiral Sasik is looking for you. I guess they need someone to deliver jobs. Meh. I need to rest. So we are going to do rest. I think it's this room? Yeah. Relax in the lounge. Forget a memory. Oh, this is card removal. The 0-point card, thank you. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip and take a month off instead. Or you could get back to work. I'll attend. The colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times the colonists have passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's a funeral on Venturna, and the first time someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organics recycle has been polished and a wreath of yellow flowers placed on the opening. Inside you can see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dead Uncle Tonian is here, as well as your parents and antecedent, and the rest of the council. Carl is here with his mom and her parents, already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Rowan or Edicut stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today. There's only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, one of the first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Vertumna home. Her passing was senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as community we are capable of great strength. She closes the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin sob over the hum of the practical disintegrators beginning to work. As community we remember Tammy. As community we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. Oops. The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycle. Carl and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of Exocolonist, she'll be responsible to adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. Your dad accompanies you from the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone is going to understand. No, I'm going back to school. You feel better just saying goodbye? You didn't really know Tommy that well, after all. He said she's dead, but you have to move on. And we are not stressed anyway, so we should be fine. Sorry, I'm not really good at cheating people up. Is that what everyone will say? Sorry. Clear-minded. In mourning. Sending the ugly doll with that hell. Sam gave me this. He kind of told her to show off because I don't play with dolls. Why'd have to be so mean to her? Hey Rixton, we'll be okay. Well, let's practice ball, I guess. Good there. Sports Ball is the game of the future, indeed. Damn, I wish sports was real. Oh, that's it? Okay. Yeah, the fruit, brown fruit, indeed. I mean, if you look at like this, it seems like sports ball is like a combination of volleyball and I guess a kind of basketball. So you don't make point. I think what's happening here is that you play volleyball, but you don't make points by putting it on by spiking it on the ground. You are supposed to spike it in the circle. Maybe that's extra point if you get to do that. I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. We need to discuss my brother. Who, this? Yes, this. I need you to figure out where he's disappearing to. Ever since we landed, we hardly see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and I'm not very good terms with my brother of late, and well, people are becoming worried. I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you. Newton's apparel, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. Yeah, it's Beastie Ball, indeed. I don't want to give away my egg. It's my egg. Where is he? He is gone. Oh no, there he is. You tell this the sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing to. His eye dips briefly to yours, then stares off vaguely towards the engineering wing. where his sister's reading her whole poem between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me. Tension's worried she'll get into trouble if I don't go home that one day. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. Just leave him alone. I'm not going to threaten him. I am brave enough, I'm tough enough. Well, we are getting there. Can I tell her that... Have you gone outside the colony yet? Terrible things didn't stop my brother. Anything else interesting? Doesn't seem that way. Alright, Technical. Was lovely to see you here. Do take care. So we get toughness. We have some biology and reasoning. That's so little though. Do we need to play ball to get out? That's what it looks like to me. Bravery. In toughness, we are close to 20 toughness. We could get tough. Ah, silly. Yeah, I should get more coffee soon as well. We have been playing a lot of sports ball lately. Let's do some classes. I don't think we are going to do a lot of life sciences. Let's study more humanities. That's more of our thing. We are being creative and empathic. Tangent's least favorite part of humanities are the days you studied earth poetry. She just doesn't get it. If the author was trying to tell us something, why didn't they just come and say it? For each unplayed cards. That's pretty good. It's time for Vertumnalia. Etiquette and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on planet Vertumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Etiquette's speech. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruits. It's no coincidence that our forebearers of Vertumna project choose to take such an auspicious name, in the hopes of sealing future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertumnia and Midsummer Festival to celebrate our Vertumnia, this lush planet upon this day. Yavn! You start to tune up the speech after that. The members of the castle get on stage, one each to say something. And it's your... maybe I shouldn't have Yavn, but I got some rebellion points for that, so that's nice. When it's your mother's fruitless turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown on Vertumna soil. Rise go to the feast table. Aboard the stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based fruits from the nanoprinters, despite that precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in a small growing base. This year, Earth plants look even less robust than usual, but they are supplemented by some Vertumnian plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy potato pods and slabs of edible fungi. What is a festival without festivities? Professor Hall and Security Chief Red have organized 3-part competition for kids. Good luck, children. And do talent show or both wrestling, but not science fair. Competition's dumb. I mean, I wanna get tough, so let's do toughness. +5 loyalty for that. Board wrestling contest. This has been classic competition for years of the ship. Someone has rigged up the hydraulic lifting bot, slowly stretching out, increasing the strength over time. They want to see how long you can hold it closed using any part of your body before it pops open. Anomaly and Color competing you. Club doesn't like the competition, but he loves bot wrestling. Okay. This is a pretty good start, I think. I kind of wanna... Maybe I wanna save this. Like, this is pretty good starting hand. Just doing this. But maybe I wanna do this. Because that's a pair and that gets this out of my hand. Yeah, it's 8 either way. And getting this out from my hand is probably useful. So I can get more red cards. Well, but that didn't quite work. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, I can push through for 40 stress. Anomaly's brother Com is the judge, and our bonus points for techniques as well as brute strength. You sit in a hard robot and use your weight first, then switch to a bear hug when it starts to wobble to push you off guard. Ooh, it's a 5er. That's a good one. Became popular. Make full 5 minutes of increasing difficulty before eventually spring from your grasp and scuttles in the corner. Freed at last. You barely edge out Anemone. She offers you her hand and pulls it back in the last seconds before running away, cackling. Oh, and I got that stress that I just stressed over about because I won. If I didn't get any toughness, I mean... Hey there, Broccoli of Dawn. How you doing? How you been? What's this? Popular. Everyone wants to be your friend. Gurus are doubled. Nobody has anything extra to say. So let's play Beastie Ball. Like a sports ball. Not giving away my egg. It's my egg. Mars may not be skilled at sports ball players, Anemone, but she plays hard. She orders people around like a team captain, but she isn't so great at passing the ball. She'd rather be the star. Her favorite thing to do is spike the ball right into the opposing net stop's body. It's not a legal move, but she's done it so many times that the opposition now stands further back when Mars has the ball, which is exactly what she wants. I'm pretty close to do that. Let's just not pass her the ball. Fuck Martz. We don't like her. The rest of the game, Anomaly pass to each other and ignore Mars. She notices but assumes you want to be the star too and doesn't give you any hassle. The thing you learned, Mars, is that she loves to be the best, but she doesn't have the kind of ego that makes her mean about it. Okay. It doesn't really solve the problem, but it's kind of fine anyway. Oh, this is a bravery check. It's gonna be 11 either way, right? Yeah. It is my first playthrough, yeah. Going in semi-blind, like I've seen people play this game, but I never really got to the even one end of it. So yes, it is my first mostly blind playthrough. So then I trapped it in my room. Its wings were as big as my hand, and its feelers were like, whoa, it was bouncing all over the place like boing, boing, boing. The bugs are here so big and they are everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang. She loves gross bug stuff, but she said I should just let it go because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the one I already have. And I wanted to see if I get more weird mutant powers, so I started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship. And I got it in so much trouble, but it wasn't even that high. She holds her index. Hold on. She says, stooping to rub irritably at her knees probably for the 100th time the past 5 minutes. One of the things when you envy people experience things for the first time, yeah. I know those games, hence why I'm like kind of excited to play it. I'm gonna die, bust up my knees, and it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Antecedent? Voices rings out across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm. It instantly transports you back to the being in the ship Krish, tugging on her skirts and calling her auntie. Anomone jumps, starts straight and stands straight up, her hands flying to her sides. But Mom! Anomone whines, digging her fingers into her knees. As Auntie Sedent approaches you both. It's so scratchistically itchy. I know, lovely. She smothers her, patting her down her riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Anomone tucks her hands under her arms and keeps them stretching. What if I wanna have cool scales? At this rate you're going, I'm sure you'll cover them before you know it. No need to rush. So she has an almond, yeah, armored scaled skin. I mean, we can kind of see it on her already. Dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales, grow whenever she gets a cut or scrape. Kinda want that augment as well. She rubs patch her jaw in anatomy when she gets hurt into the sanitizer. You queue for the non-pointer over a week long, so I patched your pants with scraps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anomone and kisses her on her forehead. Anomone sticks her tongue out and gags. Yuck. The clothes her mom's way. Galactic, she breathes, and she runs her finger over the odd-cut patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squares out her pants and pulls on the new ones. Whoa! You look like a fighter jet from the Hollows. Like when they stencil your kill count on your plane. Like a really cool scar. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred just like me. Still not tough enough to go out. You're looking for Carl in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One younger kid's there, blindfolded. Hey! Extremely blindfold face throwing to the gun. It's Cyrus, the Anomane's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Carl jogs over and grabs Cyrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close. It's not their fault. They didn't know that you were playing a game. Give me a sec, I want to teach them how to play. Harry Rixton. I was teaching Cyrus a new game, but he's more like Anomone than I thought. Real competitive, you know? I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Do you want to learn how to play? Yes! Radical. Okay, so first put on this blindfold. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, I gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk the way to the cafeteria, okay? 1, 2, 3. First, you gotta walk 10 steps ahead. Do your best. Take steps and forward, holding your hands for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah, now turn to the right and take 15 steps. Get to the door. Get it right. I am empathic enough to get it right. When you stop Lox, you can hear his footsteps. You forgot how much bigger I am than you. You are like 2 more steps away. Make 2 more steps. Awesome. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking until I stay stuck. Go really slow, okay? Uh-oh. It's Turbo Rocky Heel. Just keep going forward, eh? I don't have enough empathy to do that. You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps your foot knocks against sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on hands and knees. Ouch! Are you okay? You look down to yourself, your knees and hands are pretty scraped up, your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. I'm sorry, Rixton, I'll be better helper next time. You ask if you want to go some potato juice cafeteria instead. Spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming on more games, where there are no winners or losers. Well, I guess we keep being creative and tough. Humanities. You're doing creative writing teams and you're paired with Mards. You wish it was Tang, but she always does so well on this. The team's Earth natural environment. Mark takes the topic face value and wants to write about how beautiful everything is on Earth, with blue skies and green plants everywhere, and huge oceans that went forever. It always looks so gorgeous in the carefully staged movies when you see it on holovids. So we can either get writing an essay, +1 inflicted cards mind, or just straight up climate problems, learning about Earth. I think I want to do that. We are not a mind deck, we are more of a... I think we are doing more of a sports deck. Yeah, we don't have a lot of mind cards actually. It's more yellows and reds, not a lot of blues. So I'm just going to write about climate problems instead. Decide you should spend extra time researching how tongues really were. You've heard about the basics of concerns, but what is actually like? You ask for further information and the ecological collapse on Earth. Well, first carbon emissions trap the heat of the sun, which raised the global average temperature. So the polar ice melted, and the oceans rose and became too warm to sustain life. Mass weather disruptions caused grassland to become deserts, and then the bees died, and then so did everything they used to pollinate. Food instability caused wars to break out. By the time your parents left Earth, everything was essentially either underwater, on fire most of the year, or irradiated. Well, that's a lot of stress. Learning all this stresses you out. Oh, that's just because people wanted to drive cars and own lots of stuff made the faraway places and have big families to keep their big houses at the same temperature all year, and all by burning dirt and mud they dug out of the ground. Could that happen here too? You're too bummed to present your findings, but Mar steps up. She gets a few facts messed up, but presents it well. She ends up on a high note. She doesn't think the mud here in Wetloom is flammable as a weird mud they had on Earth, so no problem. You don't get an amazing grade. Martha said this with grace, but still thinks you should have done better if you'd gone with her idea. Okay. Ugh. Our deck is so kinda bad. We need to forget all these zeros. Oh, we got 27 creativity. Early vet. Well, yeah, but like look at our deck. It's like giggling and the crawling is like, ugh. Hacks up our whole deal. Tangent is watching the construction crew build scaffolding for the engineer pavilion. They're using much wood, which is light, that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack into place. 3 points towards them. Oh, we don't have enough biology. Humans are being so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirt and jungle now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. You focus on some color, yeah, I think we are focusing on red, mostly. And with a hint of yellow. We just had some events that gave us some big blue cards randomly. The book says it's what sets us apart, adaptability that is, from animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot we can make air conditioner instead. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any signs of intelligent life here. It's just big dumb cell fauna. Some animals here are smart and friendly. They are still animals, Tristan. Maybe they are just pretending to be nice to you so you feed them. You're lucky they didn't eat you. Your smoke look cute, but one can eat through a bag of fries in less than 30 minutes. Even an herbivore can be dangerous here. It doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. Later, you watch the foreman puts the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the floating skier, her hologram, and raises it to scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we are the strongest species in the galaxy. OS can literally bend reality to their will, not stupid alien, that's for sure. I'm living to prove that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are, really, with our genetic enhancements. We are the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. Yeah, she is a little bit full of herself, I feel like. Yeah, arrogant, aren't we? Yeah. Ooh, we don't have enough perception. Our perception is at 0? Gosh darn it. Just ignore him. If you don't wanna... Fang is like that, but I like her. I mean, everyone is kinda likable, but they also... Like, nobody is perfect here. That's kind of the point. They're all just people. Anyone we can impress with our amazing creativity? Probably not. Yeah, you found me. We need biology. Artifacts. Oh, if we get them, we get the card from them. Huh. And this is toughness. We are getting there. -2 to neighboring. Oh, telling a violent tale is not very good with our deck, actually. That's not amazing. Can I do anything with you? Not yet, but we are getting there. Well, let's do some sports ball. Oh, not you. Doesn't show what I will get now, which is a little annoying. I wanted to know. You paired with Nougat in practice. You make a mistake to underestimating her and she wipes the pitch with you. Super goal. Yeah, we drew our good cards this time. Did we just got +5 on bravery? Jeez. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. Monster crashed through the walls. Unfathomably larger, part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts out to the wreckage of your home. You're picking up through it, looking for something. You wake up, shouting no, but your voice is drowned out by deafening rumble of the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered by water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside. Another crack and rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. It's still early in the morning. You already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down to the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder like footsteps of an hungry beast. I run outside and play in the rain because that's what the person I am. Hell yeah. surprisingly warm outside, and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty picked up ground has turned squelchy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the door of your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down the hills behind the colony. Mid-wet. Same, as they say. I wonder what you get from this. We haven't checked. Do we just get kudos from it? Or does this do a thing? I mean, we have the toughness for it now. Take precautions. Strict curfew in... we can do one of these. Chief Administrator C greets you with the depot. They look down at you. Rixton, you never struck me particularly responsible or organized, but children never are. What makes you think you'd be good for a position of the career? I can carry a lot. Strong for your age, maybe. But lucky for you, you're the only applicant this week. You got the job, for now anyway. Come back in a few minutes and you can help make deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos in for you if you do it correctly. Okay. Oh, there it is. Organizing perception. Lots of kudos. You will not have to do it, you will just get the option. Okay. And getting some perception would be nice, actually. But let's look around. I think we haven't done this either. Let's take a look at what we can do it here. Shovel dirt. Will give us toughness. Oh, okay. So we actually wanna shovel some dirt here to get tougher. Well, let's do it. It's your first day in the glorious world of agriculture, soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Lixton. Looks like you're working for your old lady. Hope you don't expect me to go in here just because you're my kid. She walks you around the geoponics wings and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost plants, garden waste and equipment from one place to the other. Get comfortable with this. Which is a wheelbarrow. No any questions before you start moving the dirt? Why not use hydroponics? On the ships we grew most of our plants with our roots in the water, but it's true it was more hygienic that way. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Yeah, mom looks cool. Here we have to grow as much as we can in the old-fashioned way. Don't we have machines? The construction crews already claimed all the hover lifts, but they break down in a few years anyway. We don't have the materials to fix them. Your planet side now, use your muscles. How do I move it again? From here, over there. We had some very precious soil from Earth on the ship, full of nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow, but it was lost in the accident. Now we have to make more from scratch using Vertonian soil. This is part of the process. That's my kid. Get to work. Oh, really? Can't I take mulligans? What is this hand? I mean, I got it, but that's such a bad hand. There we go. Come on, I am now strong enough. Let me out. I am tough enough. Sometimes you just fall, no matter how you... Yeah, sometimes you get a bad hand. And you have to fail or push through, and we are getting stressed out. I'm tough enough. Well, so you are. You're growing up, aren't you? He nods to pat your shoulder. Now he's thinking of Tammy. Listen, I can see that you're tough, Cookie, but I'd love to have you on your Soviet team in the future, but you have to wait a few more years first. Come see when you're older, okay, kiddo? Psst, what's that? You look around questioningly. Psst, it's this. He's hiding behind some bushes? That's so typical. Puts a finger on lips, motions you to follow him. Sure, why not? Suddenly he's gone. What? You could sneak out? Hell yeah. And I need a break soon. I mean, we could use the last month to rest, and then we can start our year by sneaking out. That seems fun. So let's do that. We probably shouldn't push this anyway, because if we need to like push a check, we won't have enough stress left over to do it. And we can cut some cards at least. One of these giggling probably. Or discovering, I guess. Ah, sure. Yeah, forget discovering. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming through the horizon. One morning you wake in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a holostream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing out in there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. No way, it looks cool out there. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen. Like a massive fire ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing in iridescent blooms. And everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds. Long hooting calls and grumbling roars. After Mars's matches is noticed from the council, warning everyone to stay safe inside. Pam is dead and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates are closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. Glow. Cool. Rixton, what are you doing out of the cottage? It isn't safe here. It doesn't seem very dangerous. Ooh. What you should be afraid of here is me, if you don't want to... if you don't do what I say, Rixton. We don't know what's out there this time of the year, so you and the other kids are going to keep your butts in the ship. Stars sure is beautiful, though. Emma runs up to you. Hi, Rixton! On the ship, the adults are always saying, no running, Anemone, no running. But outside, there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction. Even more, the Robocops that keep on the farm. Sure, wanna run together? On your way to the sportboat, Pitch Element shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose. Why can't she used to play Sparzar too? She describes it in gory detail. But don't go easy on me, she exclaimed. That's why we have medbays, right? Plus I might get a cool scar. There we go. The door's closed. Hey, bud. Feels different. Don't know how, just different. Can I actually, like, do stuff? Probably not, right? I can. Clear mind. Yeah, let's do sport ball. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports ball under the bleachers and in the dark corners of it this month. You submit a request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-the-dark paint, so that's easier to spot the ball, but it gets rejected for not being a priority concern. No special event occurred. That makes sense. That's a pretty good hand. Actually, like that. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, what passes for day, it's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow in the horizon. Look towards the gate. They are open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. Uh-oh. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used to haul breaches and fires, and in space it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Vertumna, it means go to assembly point and wait for instructions. Oh. The closest assembly point is the children's crèche, but from the opposite direction you heard shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire! Is the colony under attack? Ooh, I can help with the fight. Unchangeable, hiding in the crèche. Or bravely helping in the fight. +1 for fight challenges. Hell yeah! More stress! You try your best to be brave and fight back. First you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point back to the crèche, then you head outside to get your bearings. You can hear yelling from the stairs of command and a commotion of southeast at geoponics where your parents are working. Well, we probably shouldn't go to our parents, let's go to command. Oh shit! Okay, that is scary, but kinda cool. Security Chief Wrath and 3 officers are defending the door of the commanding wing. They are too busy to notice you because terrifying insected creature is slashing at them with its razor-sharp feeling. Ooh, we have enough combat to shoot at it too. Brace yourselves. The monster kicks one of the officers and her rifle flies out of your hand. It skitters across the ground towards you. Shoot the creature. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not a bad hand. It's a pretty good start. How many cards do I draw here? Maybe I do this. Okay. Hell yeah. +1 kudo. You don't kill it, but put enough holes in that it runs away. Small miracle you didn't also hurt any of the security officers. Governor Edicat emerges from the bridge looking shaken and very old. Chief Administrator Sweek helps her down the stairs and gives you a grateful look as they pass. Later that day you find that 25 kudos in your account, the reward for your bravery. Your parents are angry, as you know they would be, but hey, everything worked out, right? That was scary. We reached the end of age 10. After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits that they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile, others were species nobody has seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Yeah, because we were so cool and saved everybody. Save the person in the first place, so let's go. Oh, I did save someone? I was kinda joking, but hell yeah. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you focus on a few skills to improve your friends' spend time with. Use the skills and friends button on the top left to take off on them. Good luck. Okay. Yeah, start age 11. You're a little stressed, but not fully, so that's nice. You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks chasing each other around, pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies. Oh yeah, it was the achievement for getting to age 11, like finishing age 10 for the first time. Watch out, Annie! One of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone. Was a strict. Just cause everyone else shortens their name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But having a nickname is kinda cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me? How about Nem? That's cool. Nem is a cool nickname. Ah, I never heard that one before. Nem, I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kinda like I'm a venturer from a story. Now, she says, brandishing the stick at you, prepare to defeat by the mighty Nem. You spend the next hour sparring. Alright, Nem. After a few minutes, battles against the wall. You didn't see anything. Oh, what's up, Dad? You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. You know, despite your mom might say, there is such thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R in the lunch would help recharge your soul. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. There you go. Well, get in here, Tiger Butler. Alright, you know what time it is now that... Ooh, now that we have hugged our head, it is time to sneak out. Bravery, perception, friendship with this. Yeah. Sneak out and explore. Achievement unlocked. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Uh-oh. Return home via the Expedition Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Oh, here. Okay. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have chance to appear every season. You slipped through the drain pipe out of the colony before anyone saw you. Yeah, we probably should do that. But, well, we can go up to like 90, probably, without much of a problem, and then go have a rest. Anyone that accepts the dark from the watching you trust is why. Could that be... Is that Triss? Turns and disappears into the jungle. That was definitely this. He's not allowed to coloniate there. Follow him. Oh, that's stressful. Gets all scratched up. Kid is fast. If you lose sight of this, you can find his trail again, but you learn something trying. Okay, we can do one of these events probably without much of a problem. Oh, okay. That's nice to hear. You leave the path and sneak through stands of mush trees. One of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small bushy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machines while fourth one directs a 4-legged robot with plasma saw mounted on the front. They can get harvesting a mushwood. For each gem on other cards, sure. You stay sight watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination though. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when they cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch, with scary big grinder that sounds like a roving beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrial your colony is. And we got 15 stress from that, so time to go home. Oh, we sent... That was spending it exploring, okay. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of the planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squad are now training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They are reinforcing the walls, even installing few robotic turrets. In class you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with an enthusiastic shout of surprise! A Vertuman year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up a calendar for birthdays. Yours in the second month of quiet. Sparks now drift slowly past your porthole window and you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Yeah, funnily enough, that probably would be when my birthday as well. Second month of quiet. That's close to February probably. Ooh, a bobber fruit. Your dad pulls out a ball of fruit from behind his back with a flourish like a magic trick. At least you think it's a fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit! The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they are tasty. Try one. Take a cautious bite. The pulp soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there. Who knows what else you'll find. Brixton is not allowed outside the gates. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually. But not now. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there now. I helped. I was a hero. Don't even start. You should have been in the creche with the others, not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. You know your mom wasn't a farmer back on Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. Oops. Ooh, defense training. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away. Security shift threats offering the self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know. Even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop sometimes. And I've heard stories that kids sneaking outside the walls. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. Oh, you laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. What, me? Never. Yeah, you better never. Alright. Anyone has anything else to say? No? Okay. Sadly, we have to waste one of those points to rest. Well, we can get a 3 points card, or we can approach Mars and this. Some of the kids are also relaxing. Don't think I need a 3-point blue card. I mean, it's a pretty good card actually. Or we can get close to this, more close to this probably. Because in 3-point cards it doesn't do anything else. But it is a 3-point card. And our deck kinda needs 3-point cards, so we are going to sit it out. Sometimes best company is yourself. You find your quiet corner in the lounge and curl up in a cozy egg-shaped chair with your hologram. You check your HoloNet notifications, nobody bugging you, good. And watch some bits for the archive. Ah, maximum relaxum. We would like to forget the 0-point card, thank you. Time to sneak out again. We're gonna find those little beasties. Oh, keep exploring. Oh, that's the go back button, I guess. There is a thing here. We probably shouldn't approach her yet. You're strolling down the path and suddenly everything goes quiet. The wilderness is never quiet. There's always instant noises, the chirping of reptiles, even the wind in the trees has gone silent. There's something unnatural. Yeah, continue on. We are brave. Oh, this... -2 to neighboring cards. Oh, I see. Huh. Neighboring yellow cards. Okay. Interesting. Set the neighbors to this value. Wait, it's still better. Yeah, this is actually pretty good here. Even with this -1, this becomes a triple. Walk through the quiet area, the noise starts up again. The mystery will remain unsolved. Spooky. Ahead of you, a road curves right, then there is a steep hill leading to the left. You bet there is a really good view from the top, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Yeah, hike it up. You leave your pack to some bushes at the base, so you'll be lighter on your feet, then start the trek. It's tiring and even steeper than it looked from the bottom, but some broad mushroom tree provide shade. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony in one direction and down the sawmill in the other, and you spotted the rock, the most perfect builder you've ever seen, teetering right on the edge of the slope you've climbed up. It's almost as tall as you are and must weigh at least 2,000 kilos. It's practically teetering there. You think it's enough to muscle you could push it over. Yeah. There comes a time in every childhood that one must take life by the horns and just push the rock. You shove it with all your might, digging your toes to the ground and leaning in. The rock starts to slide, and suddenly it's off with satisfying lurch, catapulting down the hill. Rolling faster and faster, crashing to bushes, and damn, your pet! Your rock just rolled right over it. No! You make your way down the hill to retrieve your bag. You completely destroyed along with all its content. Ah, shoot. You're going to have a hard time explaining this one to your parents, and you're going to need a new pack. Ah, that's so silly. But it was cool. Ooh. A mushwood log. That nearby point has dammed up and washed out the path here. The path continues to the other side. Oh yeah, jump over it. You briefly fall and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. It is very stressful to do that. Staying away from her for now. Let your mind wander as you're walking and bumbling straight into the field of gelatinous blobgrass, totally transparent. The sticky fonts are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once you start glooming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of blobgrass fields, and there aren't many, just as absence of other vegetations. Perception challenge. You're not very good at that. But we'll try. There it is. You can hop along from that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Uh-oh. One more. We can do one more event. Guess it's gonna be this one. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They are not fully grown yet they are still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down with some kudos from them. Give them a friendly pet. You like mush trees. You give perception and animals. You give one a pet and surprise when it moves under your hand. It's not a tree though, but a camouflage creature laying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. You're too worn out to try to continue. You have to go home now. Uh-oh. Well. We've been wondering where you disappeared to Rixton. I sent Utopia out with some survey drones to look for you hours ago. You're lucky your parents have been too busy to notice it yet. I should probably tell them. But you've already learned your lesson. No more playing outside the gates, okay? I'm sorry. And we are super stressed again. Nobody seemed to have... Oh, Dad has something to say. You meet your dad adjusting water bot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit. His eyes are runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on stratospheric, except sometimes when zero G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine. It's just some pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year. And they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly. I sniff the flowers. They smell good and they look harmless. Your red eyes look so sad, but maybe it's just the allergies. Hey Rixton, I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around the quarters wing. Yep. That's the plan. Again, we're cutting our deck a little bit more. Nothing happens this month. Okay. Cutting the 0-1 again. Thank you. Hey, I can do this now. Because I am... What is this? I am brave enough? Yeah. Dare you to eat this worm. Oh yeah? Well, I double dare you to eat this worm. You can't just turn down the double dare. It has a gem. You are no meek little hope-eye. Slimy, unsatisfying. Very, very gross. This eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, showing it whole, and shows you his empty mouth. You'd have known better to dare a person who feels nothing. Well, we have that card now, so that's nice. Need a little bit higher perception so we can sneak out without getting caught. That said, we are sneaking out again. Because it's different now, we might find some other stuff. Oh, beastie! Do you want to join my beastie ball team? Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on the top of its head like a frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hope-eye. You heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it just stops and stares at you. What's its deal? Let's do to a card. Change your suit to mind. There we go, we got to the super goal. +1 animals. And to perception. Stop trying to pass and just listen. Oh, you can hear a little squeaking noise from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters, warning at you, but eventually lets you by. Cute. I want one as a pet. Looking for question marks with little animals on them. I don't see any yet. Let's do this one, I guess. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look they are doing well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There's some meager looking crops trying to ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get to them. Kind of want to plant something. I wonder if that's a... I mean, we can plant some medicinal roots we just found. On biology, stress. You are just a kid being farmer. You mess around a few hours planting some things that look like seeds, but it's unlikely any of them will actually grow here. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, hey there, bud. You spot this sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural, he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle, so far away from the colony walls. I like to think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's weird out here, and it's getting late. The stars are still unblinkingly approach. Hi, Rixton. Hi, this. He seems to be in a good mood, something you can see very rarely. Did you see Utopia out there? She's so serotonin is easy to sneak out past, but Utopia is like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off to the large stone outcropping just over the cliff face. He walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, try to be brave. I mean, we are pretty good at bravery, to be fair. And we get more bravery. Ooh, and we lost stress from that. That's cool. Gained a memory, a beautiful vista. Ooh. And we are getting friendly with this. You bravely step into the rock and walk to the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look at the amazing view. It's incredible. You'd snap a picture with your holopan, but you won't share it on the internet. This is your secret, yours and this. Yeah, keep exploring. It's cool. Oh! There's a clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dead storybook, but with a leathery reptile skin that shines with the light of hits it. It moves so soft, like it doesn't disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. Be as quiet as possible. And we still have a full round. You settle in to watch it from behind this strand of mush trees. The unisow looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet with your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out the good tree and rubs its scent glands to the neck against it truly. Then it pees like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seem magical. You quietly take a picture with your hologram, but you know you can share it, or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against the rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. It must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was wonderful, but Numra is a magical place. I want one. You're minding your own business when you stumble into. This low volley has collected a lot of thick pollens. You cough and try to push your way through, but it's pollen all the way down. Oh, these are so weird. I mean, yes, it's supposed to be, right? It's xenofauna and flora. Surveyors get nice helmets with built masks, but yours is just a cheap one. At least the pollen isn't too thick here. Let's try to find our way through. Or that's probably a little better. Right, that's 16, this is 9, yeah. Right, I forgot that 1, 2, 3, 4 is like a thing as well. Blast, the pollen makes your face itch. It makes all the better when you found the route to higher ground and come out of the worst of it. Ooh. I guess we can try to do this. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Survivor Tonin that is, bumbling about, preparing some automated survey equipment clearing. He's very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes he'll pause to listen to check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid if you don't want to get caught sneaking out. Alright, let's try it. Is it 10 either way? No, this is 11 this way, because it becomes 3 of the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a good one. And we still have some. You sneak past Chief Surveyor Tonin easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. Okay. Lots of mushrooms. Is there anything else? Oh, no. Keep exploring. It's still not done. It's interesting, we get a lot of XP on these 2 departments, but like way more than we would just by using the month to do anything else, basically. But we also kind of have to go to sleep afterwards, like, and do nothing for a month. So I think it's still worth it, because we get... In 2 months we get more XP than we would otherwise, and it seems like we might have exhausted all the possibilities this month anyway. So we might just go back, do some other stuff. Yeah, I can't really find anything else, I think. Unless I am missing something. There's a thing. Yeah, maybe there might be more. No, I think that's it. What's this? I can keep exploring. Yeah, this is the end of the area. I see. Let's go home, I guess. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Westburn struts in. Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up. I bet you don't even know what day is today. You're right, I don't know. Today is St. Valentine's Day. Decent Carl wandered over to hear more. Back on Earth, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. As he leaves, Mars shouts his back. Well, nobody wants to pick you anyway. You stink. Valentine's Day sounds fun. Carl nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm gonna tell all the other kids about it, so you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, I'll throw tryouts for the position. It's only fair. Alright, so we can give someone a gift. You know what? We had this egg with us for so long. I think this would like that egg. You find this watching the jungle through the gap of the fence, kicking the dirt with his toe. He's quiet when you walk up. Must be one of his moods. Watch him. You sit in the jungle for a while. You ask if he sneaks out there often. A few times, yeah. Little way through behind the building. It's really nice out there. I guess we don't actually have a lot of friendship with him yet. What would you like? The fruit? Probably the roots. You would like the roots, right? I'm skiing a sports ball from foot to foot. Too slow. Do you really want to be BFFs with this silly girl? Yeah. Sounds cool. Okay, best friend tag, you're it. Okay. Friends are good. Without tangent that you know where this has been going, you tell her he's been sneaking out and explore the jungle. Not far away, but outside the walls. Really? Is he safe? I'll keep him safe. Full of offense, Rixton, but you are just a kid. However, I suppose it's good to know he's not alone out there. Mars is in a huff, because you didn't pick her for Valentine's Day? Seems like nobody picked her. Oh, well, sorry girl. Why is an Emmanuel so popular all of a sudden? She doesn't even try. All she thinks about is sports ball. Whatever. I'm too mature for kids my age. The older kids get me, even if you don't. Well, that's one way to say that, I guess. You need biology. And you need persuasion, which we are not super good at, to be fair. Well, we certainly did everything we could this month out there, so let's study the humanities. We haven't done creativity in a while, or we can do sports ball instead, actually. Yeah. Ooh, oh, defense training, right. Combat and animals. Yeah. You attend your first session of Security Chief Red's self-defense class. The small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Nem are the only kids. She gives you a wink and cheers a thumb up as you listen to Red rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along thinking you're safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what you would do? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beast right in the throat. Hiya! He points at the assembled class, but only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. The fuck is that outfit? It's fanboy armor, I guess. I don't know. Who wants to volunteer? Yeah. Step forward. The security chef doesn't scare you, or so you pretend. Red is like the biggest adult you know, and he is so intense. You step forward and Red nods as he crouches down. Okay. I'm a Montico stalking you through the forest. What do you do? I run away? There's muttering of laughter among the other students, but you have to leave your truth. If you see a Montico, you're out. Red doesn't look. Let's go red, he says proudly. Only engage with the enemy when you know other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt. So the first rule of self-defense is not to put yourself in a situation where you need to fight. Once you've learned situational awareness, we'll move to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready, we will advance to weapons. There aren't many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and weapons, with a few plus rifles. You hope you don't have to use them. It'll be good to know how. As you get older, chances have conditions. The challenge suits, social, mental, physical, determines what conditions can appear and which decks will work best. Try to collect social yellow cards if you want to win battles for social skills. This is for fighting, I think, so... That it's a win. It's not a super win, but it's a win. Early dust. I wonder if there is more stuff to do now that it's a different month. Oh, that is trying to tell us something. That is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking you usually lush Vertuman jungle. If there is a breeze, it's warm and, you guessed it, dusty. Your parents are up every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. They're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after your sleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry, your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops out of which over this week. Sure, that sounds neat. He shows you around the rows of corn and beans from Earth. They all look a little yellow and scrappy, not that you expected, but your dad enthusiastically points out the vegetables ready to harvest. Don't forget, the Vertumnial Festival is coming up. There will be talent shows and science fair. I'm sure you're eager to practice, Rixton. Yeah. Maybe we do creativity this time. Maybe we do toughness. I'm not sure yet. We have a lot of red cards. Let me save, and I might do a save scum if there is nothing to do outside. We shall see. If there is stuff to do outside, I obviously won't. I don't want to waste a month. Oh no, there are stuff outside, okay. Dust Tornado. Or... There we go, that's a super goal already, so I don't even need to do anything else. Ooh, under the hot, hot sun. You shut your eyes hard against the swirling dust and somehow manage to walk straight line through it. Once you pass and turn around, the dust settles. You wonder if you were walking through it somehow caused it to die down. Alright, we can do one more probably. Top of the rise of the east, you think you spot someone watching. They are dressed in black. Is that this? But they look way too tall to be this. Maybe another surveyor. You blink and the figure is mom. Hike over there and look for clues. You bushwhack down the valley and other paths, and there you saw them standing. A mysterious stranger. No sign of campaigning. No note saying I'm watching you. Sign mysterious figure. Spooky. Yep, let's go home, I guess. Uh-oh. We stressed out before the party. It's time once more for Vertumnia. The mood for colony has been muted this year ever since the attack during Grow. Though everything is still cheerfully decorated and the feast table is still heavy with food. Mostly soy rations, this Vertumnia just feels different, in a way you can describe. The colonist gathers in the square for Governor Edicott's speech. What a year Vertumnia has given us. I stand before you so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such short time. I have always hoped that we would bring us the best facets of humanity. Cooperation, resilience, and creativity, and the events of this year have given me no reason to doubt the conviction. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for the life here. If Vertumnia can sustain megafauna, that means the conditions are good for us. Our friends in Geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, the second cultivator, gives a sheepish wave towards the crowd. There is a sputtering of applause. Hey, did you hear? My dad says Edicott's gonna announce the depot's open for public. You know, shopping, somewhere to spend all the kudos we'll be saving up. Ooh. There's gonna be candies and toys and makeup and nice smelling soap, not the boring kind of communal showers. You know the concept of shopping, they do it in the hallways from Earth, especially the ones Mars like. They've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need, but it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad gives me an allowance. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. You and Mars tune back into speeches as Edicott has predicted, announces the opening of general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Finally. The council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you as the colony of your government. Thank you for your hard work, perseverance this year. Together we build a future. Okay, so toughness or creativity? We are better at creativity, but our deck is more toughness. So let's do that. Biathlon. I meant call Junior for the best biathlon because added the hologram obstacle course. Competitors will each get a turn to wrestle the hydraulic boat, trying to keep it closed for as long as possible. This time though, our competitors will first have to sprint across the festival grounds, dodging and leaping over obstacles. Each obstacle trigger will be subtracted from your time. Okay. Oh, this is minus one for those challenges. That's interesting. Wow. Interesting. So these are just negating each other, I guess. Still win. Yep, we get the second copy of this, which is great. That's a great card. Just straight up a 5. Well, look at you go, you do it. You didn't expect the hologram obstacles to move. The last one dances around and gets you in the way when you get close, but your reflexes are fast enough to dodge it. Coom hoots and hollers proudly at you when you absolutely destroy the competition. Even Nem has begrudgingly accepted you beat her fair and square. She shakes your hand and tells you she'll win next year. Oh, but at least we de-stress a little. After festivities are over, everyone takes time to much of the later break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the thick of heat dust. You end up on the top of the western wall with this, launching water-filled puff shroom down the unsuspecting anemone in the sports bar court below. The wall seems like a neat place to hang out and relax, much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Huh. Cool. New perk. Ooh. Bravery means we get to have an extra card. Interesting. Nice. What time is it? Ooh, it's almost 3 o'clock, huh? Well, we can go for a little bit more, but not for too long. We are at 50 stress, so getting out might not be the best idea. Dare you to go into the restricted area. Value is wild. Bravery 40 or more. That's interesting. You get a new one. Ever since we landed here, I don't play a lot of sports ball. I mean, I used to play a lot. And honestly, I think I like whirling in the garden more. I just like doing stuff that feels it makes a difference. I just want to play all. I just don't want to. I don't just want to play all the time. Boring. Cars to the right becomes. It's boring here. I just want to watch Hollow all day, all night. Why would I bother sleeping? It's not like I need to save my energy for anything. I wish I were in Hollow. Maybe something interesting would happen. So, is the shop in here? Yes, it is. You can get a cake. Animal book. Tool. Gardening tool. Ooh. The book would be nice. We are close, actually. Let's not do outside now. We already did some dust outside. Relax on the walls is here now. Let's do another defense training. Part of the self-defense training, self-defense is training your body so it can be ready for any situation. The security chief has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls, sprinting back and forth. He has this inverted anti-gravity pad that makes your limbs feel super heavy. When you do jumping jacks on it and then do them again in a normal gravity, it feels like you could jump straight up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but not that different from sports ball training. Getting your butt kicked is a 5 card. This is a 4 card, but +2 when during challenges. Maybe we want our butt kicked. Getting just a straight 5. Then again, this can be a 6. Let's do that. This is a breeze. It feels good that Red actually challenges your body and encourages you to achieve peak condition. Well, we already got it. Actually, this is even big, like this is even bigger. Can even put this in. No. Wait, dust. What's up? Them and Nougat are kicking up a huge cloud of dust. Oh, Nougat now gets an art. Passing the sports ball back and forth, chasing each other around. Nam looks at you as you approach and fails excitedly. Brixton, hey! Look it! Look, look! She bounces the sports bar on her knees. Look at what Nougat and me are practicing. Nam bounces the sports bar from one knee to the other, a few times before launching it up in the air. She crouches, leaps after it, and spikes it with her head towards Nougat with a yell. The sports ball thuds Nougat in the chest, sending her sprawling into the dirt. For a second you freeze, waiting for the crying to start. Instead, Nougat shrieks and laughs, clutching the ball, as the Nem jumps up and down and pumps her fist dramatically. 4 points for the ball not touching the ground after contact. The crowd goes wild. The Garrison Galaxies win again. Woo! Wow, that was awesome. I know, right? And beams, she stands up straighter and puts her hands on the hips. I'm gonna be just as good as my big bro someday, and Nougat will too. She rubs the back of her hand across her nose, leaving a smear of dirt. Hey, you should come by the sports ball pitch sometimes. I can show you some tricks. Okay, I will. Yay, great! I can't wait, I'm excited. Sports ball is my favorite thing on the planet. Maybe even in the whole galaxy. Me too, me too! She's still laying on the ground. She picks herself up carefully, falls down in front of her, and kicks it to Anonymity. Did you see that? She kicked the ball with her foot. Nougat's natural. She's already inventing new ways to play sports ball. Future coach Nougat. Nougat puts her hand on her tiny hips. If you come to practice, you gotta play. Em says I got coach, so it's my rules. You and Em burst out laughing. Nougat is such a little character. We could do balls this month. It's been a while. I like bowling. What do you need for your next thing? To train together. Getting our butt kicked. Kinda cool, huh? Some place is gonna be a real colony. I mean, we are not friends. You again? Why do you keep pestering me? I'm not as those you've done anything interests me in usefulness. I mean, we are not friends. Well then. Let's play some sports ball. You run into Cull and Nam on the hill behind the garrison, a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There's a bunch of them lying on the bottom of the hill. It's Cabertas, Nem shouts to you, then grunts with an effort, lifting a 6-meter-long mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after her. My best record, she shouts, and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cull says, pointing at neatly stacked pile construction poles beside you. From the look of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose a thicker, heavier one. Challenge mode, weevo, weevo. Cull makes a noise like a siren. He shouts at Nam. Nixon's gonna throw a big one, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its length makes it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath it with your knees bent. This is going to be tough. Lift, run, throw. What becomes 2? It's interesting. There we go, super goal. The pole sails down the hill past all the poles, coming rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, Them says while she jokes back up. Players can't beat each other in mushwood dust, Cull corrects her. They can only beat their own high scores, but you get 2, no 3 bonus points if you stick out the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are just in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. I think we can spend a wet to sleep. Oh, hey, this. This is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. He's just staring into the nothingness, picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice you. Is he okay? Are you okay? Such a good question. Why do you keep asking me that? Sorry. Meh, whatever. It looks like you really care. I sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hanging out, saying and doing nothing. You stare at the big gates. The grass is the colony, trimmed short by garden boughs. But out there, it's wild and as high as your waist. That's your way, Tonin is prepping his equipment for an outing. He's bringing a lot. Maybe he's going to stay out overnight. You're starting to wonder if this ever acknowledges you when you say, I gotta go. He starts down the hill and powers the stay. This is a good spot. Probably going back here tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, let's chill with this for a little bit. That's an option now. And then we don't have enough kudos still for the book, which is a pity, but after the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers onto the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, because it's all the way up here and no adult's going to come ask you to run any errands for them. On rainy days, you take shelter under the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of farm raindrops of the grouse roof. You can do whatever you want. Ah, this is the life. It's nice to help keep watch. Sometimes you offer to fill in lookout duty so someone can grab a meal. Maybe someday you'll be allowed to work full shifts as a lookout yourself, but you find out it's not as relaxing as you think. Oh hey, Rixton. This pokes his head up nearby the ladder and looks surprised to see someone else's. Do you mind if I sit here too? Sure. Yeah, heck yeah, come sit beside me. Do if you dangle your feet off this side and watch the valley below. This shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this is private spot to be alone before you discovered it. I don't want to remove either of these cards. Why are you doing this to me, game? I want to remove these cards. Maybe I should have gotten more kudos before my popularity went away, but meh. Time to sneak out, because it's wet. Maybe in a few years. No. We haven't seen it in the wet yet. So let's look around. Ooh! What are you, beauty? You hear scream from the next bluff, human screams. Holy shit. You crest the bluff to see Tammy's father, Chief Survivor Tonin. He's being attacked by something you've never seen before, a four-legged creature with a huge mane of flowers, a mean reptilian face and two wicked claws. Is this a manticore? You've heard of fierce creatures like this outside the walls, but you never expected to ever see one up close. What's one doing so close to the colony? Uncle Tonin is pinned under one of the creature's pointed legs. He's struggling to get free, but the manticore keeps dancing around, like it's playing with its food. You can hear it from here, growing and clicking mandibles. But you snuck out. If you try to help, he's going to know you snuck out, and your parents are gonna be so mad if you find out here. Panic rises in your chest. How could you even help him? This huge deadly monster. So we can just leave and hope that he doesn't die. We can try to get help or try to distract it. I'm going to try to distract it. Oh shit. You hide behind a tree and throw a rock at it. It bounces harmlessly off the manticore's flank and clatters to the ground. The manticore is undisturbed, which is more than you can say about yourself. Uncle Tony shouts in pain. You're running out of time. Alright. We are doing a combat challenge. Actually, that's not bad. But what if I do this? Oh no. Oh, because it says the neighboring values to that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. You break through the tree line, yelling your battle cry. The manticore looks up from terrorizing Tonin and decides you could use a bit of terrorizing yourself. It roars, a deep angry sound you can feel liquefying your guts. With literally nothing on you except a few rocks you could pick up from the clearing, you manage to piss off the ferocious manticore enough that it decides to go after you instead. Or maybe it just thinks it'll pick off a smaller, more tender prey before coming back to the main course. Either way, it leaps off onto Tonin and starts towards you. As you're about to engage with the most one-sided battle of your young life, you smell a crackle of ozone in the air and the manticore howls in pain. Oh, we saved Uncle Tonin. Achievement unlocked. Uncle Tonin, you must have distracted the manticore long enough for him to guess the pulse rifle. The manticore turns and flees, and you run over to Uncle Tonin's side. Rixton, I don't know why you're out here, but I'm glad to see you. Together you manage to limp back to the gates. He'll be fine after an afternoon in medbed, which is a relief, but you're even more relieved when you don't get into trouble for sneaking out. You don't know what he told your mother, but it was a miracle that you weren't grounded for life. Okay, we are forced to go back, but that's fine. Chief Surveyor Tonin has come to your quarters to personally thank you for saving him from the manticore. I'm stepping down as Chief Surveyor, Uncle Tonin says. I think it's about time I take up a job inside the colony walls. I wasn't built for the life outside the ship, I think. He smiles, looking a little sad. Someone like Utopia has the youthful reflexes to stay safe out there in the jungle. She'll do great out there as a new Chief Surveyor. Learn Utopia more. Okay. We learn more about Utopia, I guess. For a matter, so would you. I know you weren't supposed to be out there, but I would have died if you weren't. That counts. That has to count for something. When Utopia offers you a spot in expedition, you should take her up on it. You'd have done the same. Tonin sighs, looking around like he's not sure what he's going to do now, not even thinking about the rest of his life, with Tammy gone and his career over. Oh, you don't know what to say. Eventually, he slaps his thighs and stands up with an awkward chuckle. Well, that's it then. I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you know everything. You're a knockout kid. And we have enough money to buy the book. Yeah. And I believe that's not even a card yet, it's a gear. +1 to all flushes. Oh yeah, it's a different person now. Well, we have enough thing. Maybe we shouldn't. It's about to be glow, and I think I will finish after this glow. So we probably shouldn't stress ourselves up. Let's do one more training session. I'm getting tougher every day. So let's do a defense training, and then we're going to do our next glow, and then it's gonna be it for today, I think. You and Emma watching the soldiers train. Her brother, Com, is in the training dojo trying out a stun glove. He leaps back slightly as electricity crackles from his fingertips, then straightens up and places fingers experimentally towards the target dummy. A streak of lightning arcs from his hand, charging the light blob above the target to show a successful hit. And whistles. Wow! That looks really dangerous. You agree? Dangerous and awesome. But I think it only stuns the things, because it's called a stun glove. Otherwise it would call it a clear glove, I guess. I want to have a stun glove too, she says, copying her brother's motions, playing her fingers towards like she's casting a magic spell. But my mom, she doesn't like fighting. She doesn't want me to be a soldier. But she lets your brother do it. Yeah, it's not fair. Just because he's older. Con was training with Red when he was my age, but my mom, I don't think she likes that. I think because I'm her only daughter. I was hoping I'd be more like Tammy, always helping in the creche. I don't want to be no one's mom. You sit and watch as Con light up a target after another with the stun glove. His motions gaining confidence as he learns to his new tool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that becomes a 4. Oh. Wow, super goal with that. +4 combat, huh? There we go. Glow time. Gnome hearts or pants excited? Yeah, getting tougher every day. Tell her what you learned today. Organizing for her card. It's easier read when it's dark. There's less glare. This is the best season. Yeah, we cannot sneak out. I need you in the boat. Oh, this is a Unisaur is in here now. Usually carnivores, reptilians, extremely dangerous when hungry. Feeds every 2 weeks. Is dinner. Prey like an eel. I guess we have another thing to do before we can. We haven't had lessons for a while, so let's study some humanities. Creativity, persuasion. Yeah, let's do that. You're bringing supplies to Medway when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, her head pillowed and rolled up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You've never seen Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her peace when you bump into Nem. Well, she hardly ever sleeps, like just a couple of hours at night. Is she sick or something? You look back at Tangent, snoozing peacefully. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She probably stayed up all night studying this morning's history test. There was a test? Me, I flunked it. No biggie though. If I didn't have to sleep, I'd probably play games instead of studying anyway. And Solopam bleeps soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. He sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, no reason to gawk. Super goal. And finally, we level up our creativity. New cards in the depot. Ah. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at the dinner, adults worrying that the attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filling soundlessly from the crest into the creche to hide under tables, waiting for sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare to and worry, but nothing happens. Then just as glow starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun almost rises past the horizon again, the siren starts. You're reading holonovel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stump of boots the hallway outside the quarters. The alert flashes on a holoplan. Shelter in the creech, this is not a drill. You have another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We are safe, just follow Auntie Annie at the creech and wait for us, okay? Don't worry, we are way more prepared than we were last year. Love you, stay safe. I don't want hiding in the creche. Head for the gates. Hell yeah. You sneak out of the living quarters and head towards the gate. You're immediately spotted by Security Chief Rat, who stops what he's doing and yells at you to get you angry. What the hell are you doing out here? This is no place for kids. Get your ass back inside. I'll try to help. You gonna die? Nah, it's fine. We are fine. Card becomes red. See, super goal. No problem. We lost 5 kudos. You stick to the outside of the skirmish of the gates, throwing rocks and yelling at any creatures gets too close. You're not sure if you're making difference, but good news is at least you're not injured. When dusk clears, Red spots you hiding in the shadows and personally escorts you back to your quarters, where your mom and dad penalize you for disobeying them. Hence the minus. Oops. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Red, but all of his defense improvements were exactly what we needed. Ugh, he's going to be insufferable in the next council meeting. Red pats her head. Credit where credit is due. Full bell, he says, and she smiles despite herself. It could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence when you speak again. Poor Hall. What a way to go. Professor Hall? Hey, Pumpkinhead. Yeah, they are going to announce it in a few hours after everyone has a chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. Ah, shit, we should have gone back. We should have gone back and after we were told to go back. It's an adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go to the engineering wing for a little bit, but it's only until it's decontaminated. You curl up quietly to think. Professor Hawk can't just die. He can't just be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe place. You fall asleep thinking for sure there's been some mistake. Age of 12. And we get a new perk, shop clothes. Yep, new cards in the depot. And it is 4:30 soon. And my throat is getting a little bit of hurting from all the talking. So I think we are going to end it here. Thanks everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. This is a fun game. This is a very me game, I think. Hydrate, thank you. Life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Stretch. I think we're gonna return to this soon-ish. I did enjoy it a lot. I hope you did too. And I'm sure I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.